Good morning, class 8th. We were reading chapter 5, Combustion and Flame. In this chapter, we have learned about combustion, conditions necessary for combustion, in which we have seen combustible and non-combustible substances, activity 5.1, presence of supporter of combustion, activity 5.2, ignition or kindling, temperature, activity 5.3, activity 5.4, types of combustion. I hope that you all have read history of matchstick. If you have any confusion in it, you can ask me. So today we have to read about the definition of explosion. So the process in which this large amount of gas is evolved together with the production of tremendous, underline this word, tremendous means dangerous, or you can say in a huge amount of heat, light and sound, is called an explosion. Now answer orally. Define combustion and explosion. Second, give an example of spontaneous combustion. What are the conditions necessary for combustion? So you can give answer of these questions orally. Now we are moving to flame. The flame is the visible light emitting. Visible means light emitting, or you can say light radiant gaseous part of a fire. The color of the flame varies with the nature of combustible substance and the amount of oxygen supply. Temperature of the flame of different fuels is also different. Figure 5.8 shows the different colored flames of a candle, a kitchen stove. Here you can see kitchen stove, a kerosene lamp. Here you can see kerosene lamp and a Bunsen burner. Here you can see Bunsen burner which we use in laboratory. All materials do not burn with a flame. Let us perform activity 5.5 to prove this. So to perform this activity, we have an objective to prove that some materials burn with a flame while others do not. So first you have to take a candle, a camphor template, a magnesium ribbon and a charcoal piece and light, and you have to burn them with a matchstick. Now you have to observe what happens in this activity. So do all the materials burn with a flame? Record your observation in table 5.2. First one has been done for you. Okay. So here you can see table 5.2. Some materials are given and yellow flame for the candle is also given. Now we have to start from camphor. So just a minute. Let me explain about flame. What is seen in front of us when the gaseous element burns is called flame. The color of the flame may vary from substance to substance or may vary from combustible substance to substance. In the same way, the temperature of the flame is also different for different fuels. Now, come again to camphor. Camphor produces a flame on burning. The color of the flame is yellow. Okay. Next is magnesium. Magnesium ribbon burns with a bright white flame. Do you remember it? Now fourth, charcoal. Charcoal does not produce a flame. Okay. Do you know why? Why does charcoal not produce a flame? The substance, or you can say substances which vaporize during burning give flames. Charcoal, on the other hand, does not vaporize and so does not produce a flame. This is important point which can be important for your next quiz. Now turn the page. Candle wax, camphor and magnesium burn with a flame, whereas charcoal does not burn with a flame. Now caution. Do this activity in the presence of your teacher. So you have to take this precaution that you have to do this activity in the presence of your teacher. Now let's read about a candle flame. A candle flame is divided into the following three zones. First, the innermost zone. It appears black and is the dark zone of a candle. Here you can see different zones of a candle flame. The innermost layer, innermost zone you can see. So, no combustion occurs here because of lack of oxygen. It contains unburnt wax and is the least hot region of the candle flame. Okay. So we have understood about the innermost zone, that this is the lowest zone of the flame. The color of this zone is black. It does not contain oxygen. Due to this, combustion is not found here. This zone contains unburnt wax and is the least warm place. Now moving to the middle zone. Partial combustion takes place here. The wax vapor start burning with a yellowish flame. This region of the candle flame is moderately hot. It is also known as the luminous zone. So here you can see middle zone. You have to underline some word here. Partial. Partial means incomplete. Vapor means gas. Moderately means to a limited extent. So, we have understood in the middle zone that there is a partial combustion in the middle zone. In this zone, vapor or gas of wax burns with yellow flame. The middle zone is slightly warmer than the innermost zone, and this zone is also known as luminous zone. Okay. So we will read luminous flame versus non-luminous flame in the next class. Now the third, the outer zone. This is the region of complete combustion of wax vapor with a blue color flame. The wax burns here completely and produces carbon dioxide, water vapor and heat. This region is the hottest part of the candle flame. So here you can see the outer zone. So the complete combustion of wax occurs in the outermost zone. This zone is warmer than the rest zones of flame. The wax in this zone burns with the blue flame, and here the wax produces carbon dioxide, water vapor and heat. So that's all for today, students. In the next class, we will see luminous flame versus non-luminous flame. We will understand about the luminous world and we will see activity 5.6 in the next class. So thank you. Thanks to all.